What's up, everybody? Vic here from the Savage Oblivion. We're back again with some more Shadowrun Dragonfall. Hey, I said it right this time. Ha! Victory is mine. Well, sorry, I would have to carry on. Just the last part of this conversation from before I started the video. Um, if you remember the scene in the first Trek reboot where Kirk was on in the hearing for the Kobayashi Maru and for cheating and all that, the admiral that was trying him was played by Tyler Perry. So yeah, but let's move on into Cafe Sejve. I'm probably pronouncing that so wrong, and I don't care. Jan Goldschmidt. Or maybe Jan. I don't know. Can I talk to you? I can. Hello, my friend. The voice that comes from the man in the chair is as enormous as its owner. A deep, booming roar, dripping with unrestrained mirth. A fine day for a Soykaf, yes? Yes, it certainly is a beaut. From the back of the store, the voice of the shopkeep cuts you off. Don't mind the fool in the chair. He roars like a traumatized walrus, stewing all day in his own sweat. The man behind the bar glares at Goldschmidt, his upper lip curled in disgust. I tolerate him only because he takes his Soykaf by the bucket. Goldschmidt responds with a raucous belly laugh. Apparently he finds the shopkeeper's insults to be hilarious. Ah, Altug, mein Freund. You are as quick-witted and sharp-tongued as ever. I bow to you. If you wouldn't mind... Once again, the shopkeep cuts in. To bow to me, you would first have to vacate your chair. The shopkeep claps his hands together, clasping them in front of his chest. I shall summon a team of determined young men and an ox to assist with the task. With luck, you will be on your feet by nightfall. Goldschmidt smiles up at you, his small eyes glittering. Enough of this senseless bickering. You have approached me for a reason, yes? Tell me, what can Jan Goldschmidt do for you? Something bad is going to happen if he doesn't stop interrupting me. No, nothing. I'm done with this. Goldschmidt gives you a deep nod, his jowls quivering. Until next time, my friend. Yeah, he's kind of... I don't think he's important. The man behind the counter looks right past you and at the dog following close behind. Dante, I will fetch his water dish. And perhaps a coffee for our friend here? Sure. Soykaf. Black. The Turk looks disgusted. Very well. A Soykaf. Okay, well, that was useful. The man behind the counter has the broad smile and open demeanor of a classic Turkish street vendor. Oh, I've been fucking up his voice. Welcome, honored Efendim. Welcome. And how can Buragazi serve you today? You would like a cup of coffee, perhaps? Coffee? As in real coffee? Not Soykaf? As for individuals of refined taste, I offer genuine bean coffee from my native Turkey. The cafe owner looks you in the eye. The tone of his voice grows low and serious. This is a top-shelf item, my friend, and not for the general public. Only for those few discerning connoisseurs who can properly appreciate it. I think I'm the sort who can appreciate it. Tell me about this Turkish coffee. It is hand-picked by my family in Turkey, a true delicacy of the Sixth World. This was considered a luxury even before the Awakening, when bean coffee was everywhere. Every street corner, they say. Buragazi leans in close, lowering his voice to a conspiratorial whisper. A lot of people seem to do that. Long hours in the shop has perfumed his body with the commingled scents of coffee, incense, and applewood tobacco. Trust me, if your coffee experience has been limited to Soykaf, you must not deny yourself this opportunity. You will see God. Alright, you sold me. How much? This is a specialty item delivered at some cost. I cannot part with it for less than 50 million a cup. 50 million for a cup of coffee? Too rich for my blood. As I said, these items are not for everybody. Was there something else that interested you? Paul Amsel sends his regards. When he hears Amsel's name, the Turk's voice lowers and his accent becomes less exaggerated. His eyes take on a knowing look. Ah, very good. Please express to Herr Amsel my appreciation of his patronage. If he needs any more catering jobs seen to in the future, I am always happy to provide. He tells me you're developing the menu for a friend of his. Catering? I don't follow. Like, not playing a dumbass. He tells me you're developing the menu for a friend of his now. Herr Winters, I believe. I want to hear all about it. Yes, yes, of course, O wise one. Come. A young woman bustles in from the back room. Her gum chewing is loud enough to hear over the noise of the coffee grinders. Burgazi spits something out in rapid-fire Turkish. As you wish, uncle. I will see to it right away. Kami offers you a shy grin, snaps her gum, and hurries back into the room that she came from. My girl Kami is arranging to make contact with the chef as we speak. This will likely take some time. My chef is a busy man. While we wait, I wonder if you would be so kind as to run a small errand for me. A trifle, really. I hate to trouble you. I'm embarrassed to even ask. But I would be most appreciative of your help. What is this trifle? Altug's voice lowers to nearly a whisper. The errand is simple, hardly worthy of you. I have installed a number of data taps to Berlin's fiber optic network, as part of my civic duty, you understand. These taps provide free matrix access for all who live in the Kreuzbazar. In order to maintain their, how do I say it, their anonymity, each tap's protocol buffer must be reset every few days. I simply wish for you to visit each data tap and reset it. That's it? No catch? There is no catch, I assure you. It is time-consuming and a bit tedious, nothing more. Just reset the taps and come back when you are finished. There should be 3 of them scattered around this neighborhood. The first one is just outside. Look for a metal box with yellow arrows painted atop it. By the time of your return, I should have the information Herr Amsel requested. Alright. Time to go flush some data taps. Where's the door? Door. I want to leave. Let me out. Yellow box with stripes. Aha! These. Gotcha. Protocol buffer reset. And there's 2 more of them around here somewhere. Not up there. Oh, this guy wasn't out here before, I don't think. Unless I missed him. Lane. Before you stands a troll, though it is a stretch to say he's standing at all. His great mass is barely held upright by 2 vintage prosthetic legs. Excuse me. Damn it, I'm knocking shit over. Along with a crutch under one arm. His body clicks and hums with every shift of his weight. Despite these disabilities, his eyes are sharp and calculating. I know you. If you know Monica. Sure I know Monica. You one of hers then? I'm Victos, by the way. Good to meet you, Victos. Name's Alexi Lane. That a name I should know? No, I suppose not. Just the way I like it. There's something you should know about Monica. Something happened to her on the run. You know something about it? Just what my eyes and ears tell me. I had a feeling, besides. Monica always comes around after a run to check on everybody. She's long overdue, and now here you are in her place. So she's either severely wounded or outright dead. Which is it? Dead. The grizzled troll nods grimly. The servos in his prosthetics complain as he lets loose a heavy sigh. Now that is a shame. She was a hell of a runner, that one. And a good friend. I'll leave you be. Samuel Beckenbauer. At the sound of your approach, the orc turns to face you. He wears a severe expression, but there is kindness in his eyes. Ah, hello, human. As you can see, I am in the middle of a conversation with my assistant. The volunteer worker holds her silence, but her expression is full of naked hostility. Samuel gives her a sidelong glance, and she seems to get the message. The fire in her eyes dies down to a low simmer. But we do not want to be impolite. Is there something I can do for you? I couldn't help overhearing your conversation. I take it you run a charity of some sort? I must have missed that while I was going up to Lane. I thought I saw word balloons, but I didn't read them fast enough. He nods. Yes, it isn't much, but we do what we can. Such as? Give me specifics. He clears his throat, then begins to count off on his fingers. In the past several years, I have established a shelter where the dispossessed can sleep, a soup kitchen to feed the hungry, and a library for the people of the Kreuzbazar to better themselves. It isn't much, I admit, but it's a start. A good start, Samuel. You mustn't be so hard on yourself. There are limits to what one man, even a determined man, can accomplish. This is true. Thankfully, some of the residents that I've helped over the years have come back around to help me. I've got 15 assorted orcs and trolls from all around the Kreuzbazar working with me now. They help me man the soup line, stock the library shelves, and to do all the hundreds of little other things that a community organization needs done every day. These extraordinary individuals are living proof that what we do here has value. They are my inspiration to continue forward. She beams at the compliment. From her body language, it's clear that she idolizes Beckenbauer. Now, do you have any more questions? If not, I will bid you good day. I don't wish to sound self-important or rude, but there are many pressing matters that demand my time. 15 assorted orcs and trolls. Does that mean that other races aren't welcome within your organization? That's taking a rather narrow view of what we do. Yes, it is true that my assistants are all members of the goblinoid races. It is also true that before they accepted my help, they were thieves, gangers, and deadbeats. This is not because they were bad people. This is because those of us with goblinoid traits are feared, mistreated, and denied gainful employment by a society that hates us. I hire only goblinoids because mainstream human society has created a need for me to hire only goblinoids. The orcs and trolls of the Kreuzbazar deserve a workplace where they will be treated with dignity and respect. All that being said, our services are available to all. We wouldn't turn a desperate person away regardless of that person's metatype. Even humans, the most privileged of all races, are welcome at our door. Isn't that what's most important? It is. I agree with what you're doing here. You're filling a vital need in the community. Thank you for saying so. Now, is there something else that you'd like to talk about? I'd like to talk about your organization. Sure. Are you accepting donations? Yes, of course. We're actually desperate for them, truth be told. People seem more intent on taking care of themselves than they are on providing for the less fortunate. Of course, these concepts are not unrelated. As poverty rates increase, so does the crime rate. Assisting the needy increases the quality of life for all. In any event, our shelter has some basic needs that desperately need to be filled. The walls of the shelter are not insulated, and new blankets would go a long way toward keeping our guests healthy and comfortable. Ideally, we'd like to purchase some space heaters as well. With 250 new yen, we could make the purchase. Whatever you can spare would be most appreciated. Take 100 new yen. I can spare the money, and you could clearly use it. Samuel accepts your donation with a smile. A fine donation. This will do a great deal of good. Thank you. You're welcome, Sam. Think nothing of it. Sorry, I'm afraid I'm tapped out for now. Nope, just passing by. How much did that leave me with? I probably should be 369. Oh boy. I'm breaking my own balls. Alright, where are these other data tabs? I think one was up here. I vaguely remember seeing... Yep, there it is. Alright, that one's reset. And I think the third one... Oh, okay, there it is. I thought it was farther over. I thought I saw it over by the drug dealer. And reset. As you are resetting the data tab, you notice that someone has duct taped a small homemade receiver to the system. An earplug dangles from the receiver. Well, why not, though? Put it in your ear. The sound of heavy machinery makes it difficult to hear the words that are being spoken. After a moment, you find you can make out two distinct voices. A nasal woman who sounds like a heavy smoker, and a man who speaks in a high-pitched, breathy tone. Just heard Monica need to verify. Good for us. A sound like a conveyor belt starting adds to the noise of the machinery, and you can't make out anything else until it comes to a stop a minute later. Think our next step? Wait. Isn't ready to make a move yet. Should be patient. See who steps up. Could be someone more conveyor belts start up. All you can hear is the sound of machinery. Some sort of motorized vehicle starts up, drowning out everything else. A bell rings loudly again and again. Sounds like a telephone. You hear the sound of a door slamming shut, and the noise of machinery is suddenly muffled. There's a rattle of plastic, and the ringing stops. The nasal woman's voice can be heard again in a sing-song tone. Guten Tag, how may I help you? Her tone changes, becomes more businesslike. I heard. Yes, he knows. I told him it wasn't time to make a move yet. What do you think I am, an idiot? The council needs to meet again. I know, getting everyone in the same room is challenging. Getting them to agree on a course of action is going to be even more challenging. From my perspective, the Kreuzbazar was only stable because of her. If she really is out of the way, well, we'll see, won't we? Yeah, I know. What can I say? Things go slow in the flux sometimes. You hear the sound of a door opening again, and the cacophony of machinery fills the line. You can't make out anything more. Huh. That wasn't ominous. Not at all. Back to the cafe. I don't know how long this video has been going for at this point. But I think having dealt with the conversation inside, reset all... hiccups. Reset all the data tabs, and listen to that interesting little conversation there. I think that's a good spot to stop this video, and we will pick it up next time. Catch you guys later. Peace.